So this is how I helped my Russian father-in-law lose over 100 pounds in a year. My wife one day told me that her father wanted to come visit Colombia. He was in his 50s, he was 326 pounds heavy, and he had never left Russia. So my first answer to her was, nope. I knew that we would be the ones paying for his trip, so I was very clear with my wife. I said, if he wants a vacation, you can go travel with him, but if he wants to come to Colombia, I have one condition: he must drink ayahuasca. I said this because I heard stories about him, his anger, his father's suicide when he was 2 years old, and so much more. So I knew that his sudden desire to travel was not about discovering new places, but about running away from old emotions that were probably starting to bubble up, midlife crisis kind of thing. And to my wife's and my surprise, he agreed, and the rest was history. So first thing is, he arrived from Russia telling us that he was just eating pork, hot dogs, and drinking beer and rum in his Cuba layover, so he was not ready. And half of his luggage was full of candies. However, we helped him prepare with healthy food, we played games at home. And because he wasn't ready, we took him to purify his body in sacred waterfalls. Then we brought him to a temple in the mountains to have 3 Kambo ceremonies and stinging needle therapy. He thought that was it, but he didn't expect that we had booked 7 back-to-back ayahuasca ceremonies. Now for context, he's the type of tough, macho Russian guy that never cries. Before he came to Colombia, he once asked my wife what she did for work. And when she told him that she was a breathwork guide, he laughed at her and said, what kind of idiot would pay somebody else to tell them to breathe? So you get an idea. But he trusted us and he sat in ceremony. My wife sang to him and she smudged him as he cried and cried. And actually, by the time that he was about to leave Colombia, he was a changed man. He said that he never knew that nature was alive, and he was actually crying for all the trees that he had cut back in Russia. He wrote a letter to his mother. He actually told her that he loved her for the very first time. He also forgave his father, and he stopped judging him for being a weak man and committing suicide. He apologized to my wife's mother for all the pain he had caused when they were together. And above all, he started loving himself. And because of this, he stopped a lifelong addiction to alcohol. He stopped eating junk food. And he went from barely being able to walk up the steps without losing his breath to actually swimming for hours every single day of the year without a fault. And the truth is that we didn't help him lose weight. We helped him reconnect to his inner child, whom he was protecting by using all the extra skin and fat as a shield. Now, decades of weightlifting could not do what a few weeks of deep inner work did for him. And today my wife enjoys a new relationship with her father, and Alex enjoys a new relationship with life. Because there is nothing impossible for God once we're willing to ask for and receive His help.